Good evening. So today is, if I am correct, is day 19. And I told you guys I'd give you a story. Well, not a story. I'd give a review of my first carry gun and why I chose this gun. So I gave you a sneak peek yesterday, but here it is. So first things first, this is the Baretta Nano. It's unloaded. It's chambered in 9mm. It has a 3-inch barrel. It is about 20 ounces. And when I when I first decided to get my concealed carry, just like everybody, you get your license, you've shot the 22s or whatever at the range to qualify, and then you get to pick your carry gun. So what I did was what usually everyone does, well, at least in my circle of friends, you go to YouTube, you look up all the gun porn, see all the reviews of these guys who are getting these guns for free and shooting and giving their honest review on these guns. So this in particular model, was the first one that I loved because of that brown and the black color. It had the 3-dot sights. Let me see if I can line those up. If you can see those 3-dot sights. It also has on here, I think it's this button. So there's a little button right back here where if you take a punch and you punch in here, it will disarm the firearm. I got it because it didn't have a safety, and at the time, so this was 12 years ago, they discontinued this in 2019. So this is my first one. I went through getting, different lubes, trying that stuff out, different ammunition, 115 grain, 124 grain. I got a holster for it. I even did, if you can see this, so this is nail polish. So there was a little trick in going around 12 years ago where everybody wanted to color fill their guns. And I happen to like white and this lime green. But the other feature of this is the serial number. So I won't put it up, but right in here is the serial number. And usually this serial number is with the gun itself. SIG and what's the other one now? Springfield have now come out with these stainless steel, I don't know what you call them, but the actual gun is in the trigger, and that's the part that's serialized. That's what the serial number is. But Springfield and SIG, to my knowledge, didn't start that. This started a long time ago before the Echelon and some of the other guns that had this serial number that you just took it out. There were different grips that you could get for this, different size, different colors, things like that. You could really kind of customize this gun. That was one of the big selling points. The other is this was made specifically for concealed carry. At the time, I'm still big into camping. I'm still big into survival. I'm still big into a go bag. And so a bug out bag. They were considering this a great gun for a bug out person. What they didn't tell me is it feels like a brick. So this part is really short, so it's hard to get a good purchase on the gun. So if you can see this, it doesn't really grip. So this is a 6+1 magazine that came with it, stainless steel, and then there was a 8+1, and this is the 8+1. So this one feels a lot better. to me. I like that grip a lot better. I can get a good purchase on it. I can control it a little bit better. The other downside is the trigger. This trigger is very heavy. So I don't know if I can show this. So what you have is a brake. So it has a lot of take up here and it's really hard to push. Now it must be 9 or 10 pounds. 9 or 10 pounds, if you can see that, and then it breaks right there. So that brake is when the bullet is going to leave the chamber. Once that the striker fired, so it is going to strike that bullet. It's going to leave the chamber. I think everyone knows how they work. If not, we'll get into that later. It is heavy. This 20 ounces, I didn't think it would be that heavy, but it is heavy. But I still love this gun because it doesn't have a safety. I do not like that the trigger is so heavy, but I also like that the trigger is heavy because it allows me to. You have to really think about it. It's going to be hard to just pull the trigger and a gun goes off, especially with no safety. The takedown lever is here. I think that's I can't show you how to take it down, but you can take it down fairly easily and field strip it if you have to. That was one of the other selling points with me. But I still carry this. 12 years later, this is still one of my a choice that I'm glad that I made. Even though it's heavy, even though it's a little ugly, I still like it. It's a great gun. I've carried it with me for about 12, on and off for about 12 years. Before I got my smaller little pocket pistol. You guys have seen that. So would I get this again if I knew then what I knew now? No, I would not. Even though I love the gun, I would not get it. I would get something else. I wouldn't get a Glock. I'm just not a Glock fan. I've shot some Glocks and they're just not for me. But with everything that has come out, that in that year, 12 years ago, there were some guns that had higher capacity, higher round count, and I wanted this one just because of the looks. So before you run off and once you get your concealed carry in, you're eager to go to the store, just be conscious that there's other options. What you like today, you may not like tomorrow, and what you can carry today, you can't carry in summer, winter, fall, depending on where you're at. You may be able to, but that's why I got my little LCP2, was I can carry that one everywhere with me. I thought that I could carry this one. They were saying this is a micro compact 9mm that you could fit it in your pocket. Well, I'm 5'9", and this thing is a chunk. You can really tell that I'm carrying in my pocket. So my advice would be, once you get your concealed carry, to go to the range, borrow someone else's gun, get some ammunition, really fill out. You have time. See if you can use their gun for a week or so, if you have a good buddy or something. Other than that, go to the range. You can rent one. You feel like you're going to spend a lot of money. I don't have that much money, but it beats going and paying $500 or $600 for something that you end up really not liking or really not carrying down the line. And if you want to carry every day, which I think everyone should, you want to take that into consideration. But I digress. Day 19. It's done. I'm not feeling really good about this review, so I'm going to go back and look and see what I could have done better. And we'll bring that into the next gun review that I have. But for right now, I can't edit it, I can't cut it, and it's one take. And I like that format because it just keeps it real. Oh yeah, that's what I got on. Got on my big willies. And I still don't know where he got a belt from. But I love these things. I love my little overalls. So with that being said, you guys have a great evening. I hope that tomorrow with the subject of snake biting apple really resonates with you, and you might get a laugh. Either laugh at me, laugh with me, but laugh. So with that, Big Unk out.